Hi, I'm Matt. Welcome to Disney Planning Insights. Through creative content and live shows, we explain the hidden details of the Disney experience so that our clients can execute memorable adventures. Together with Princesses and the Mouse Disney Travel, we have helped hundreds of clients plan, book, and prepare for magical Disney vacations. Let our experience help you avoid common planning mistakes and maximize the enjoyment on your next Disney trip. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Matt with the DPI podcast. It is Wednesday night. Normally we do this on Tuesdays, so if you are catching us tonight, well, welcome. If you're a holdover from last night, hopefully you got some sleep. We will definitely be back to Tuesdays next week. Superior Promoter, thanks for following us over on Twitch. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. Let me know if you do have any questions about Disney, about planning Disney vacations, anything like that. Glad to have you with us. But yeah, so weekly news and note show really is what it is. We are going to talk what is going on the week of Disney. We're kind of in a weird week because with the election in the United States this week, Disney really didn't drop a whole lot of news, and I didn't figure they would. If they were going to do something, I figured they'd kind of hide it in the election if it was going to be bad. And really the only thing that we got was as far as the Reflections project over there on the old river countryside. So that's about all really the bad news. I mean, I guess for some people, I'm super excited about that Reflections project, but I know a lot of people aren't. So yeah, it kind of is what it is this week. But we've got a couple of big weeks coming up as far as Disney news goes. This weekend we have D23 Brazil. Disney has already come out and said that they are going to be announcing additional parks and entertainment news. They are going to be adding to what was announced D23 in California earlier this year. Also, we have the Disney earnings call coming up. We've talked a little bit about the earnings call and kind of what we're expecting from that, but we will have all the details from the earnings call when it happens next week. So that's another thing that we're going to be kind of monitoring pretty closely to see what's going on with their revenue as far as, hey, we know that the park demand is down right now. We know that the resort demand is down right now. And you guys have 2 new cruise ships coming in. So what is that going to look like as far as that that profit per stock number? And kind of what is the outlook with all of these construction projects starting up over here in the next year? What does that look like going into this construction period? So definitely something to stick around and find out. We've got holiday season starting up. We're going to have the first Christmas party here over the next week. We'll talk a little bit about what goes on there, if there's any surprises. A lot of the things we feel are going to be generally the same, as far as you're going to have the same parade, you're going to have pretty much the same fireworks, you're going to have the same stage show probably. So for the most part, it seems like it's going to be very, very similar to years past, other than you're paying $20 to $50 extra a ticket this year. So yeah, so there is that. So yeah, so like I said, a lot of news coming up tonight. Not so much. We're going to get through the news relatively quick, I would say, and talk a little bit about the channel and what's going on over the next couple of months, and then kind of go from there. So let's go ahead. Let's get into the news. If it is your first time here, think about hitting that subscribe button. We just went over 500 subscribers about a month ago. Well, not even a month ago, a couple of weeks ago. Already up to about 520 subscribers, so love to have you part of this journey that we're having. Not only do we do the news and note show and kind of stay on top of Disney news and give you travel tips and that kind of stuff, we do a lot of in-park videos as well, as far as parades, shows, rides, all that kind of stuff. definitely check out the channel. You're going to find something you like. Over the last week or so, we've had about 10,000 people check out the channel, watch something over on the channel. It's been super cool to see those numbers just kind of move up and up and up. And we're super grateful for all of you for checking in, joining us, checking something out on the channel, hitting that like, subscribe, whatever you're doing, leaving a comment, sharing the videos. There's been a lot of sharing of videos here recently. Love it. Love it. So thank you guys all very much. So let's go ahead. Let's get into a little bit. Big coming up at the end of the month. We've got a couple of movies. One of them is Moana 2. Moana 2 releases Thanksgiving weekend. It will be a Wednesday night release to capture that Thanksgiving Day crowd. Regal is putting out a ton of novelties, and we talked a little bit about this last week. We're getting Funko Pops, we're getting popcorn buckets, we're getting popcorn waves, we're getting nacho boats, all kinds of different stuff, Lorcana cards. Definitely look at what your theater is offering as far as merchandise goes for Moana 2. As far as merchandising goes, merchandise for the movie has officially hit the parks as well. Mickey's of Hollywood started selling Moana 2 merchandise this week over there at Hollywood Studios, so definitely something you want to check out if you're getting amped up for the new version of Moana. We talked a little bit about this last week, but Disneyland California is going to be adding even more Spider-Man Stuntronic shows to Avengers Campus. So basically what we found out is there was going to be a quick refurb, and then we thought there might be a little bit of downtime with the construction that was going to start happening over at the Avengers Campus in Disneyland California Adventure. What's actually going to happen is they are going to have more shows there. So they're going to go from between 6 and 9 a day to between 9 and 12 a day, which is really, really cool. And there is more that goes with that as well, you know, with the live person aspect of that show as well. So definitely once you see Spider-Man flying across the top of Avengers Campus, stick around and meet him as well. Walt Disney World Dolphin Resort is planning to expand its convention center by building a new exhibit hall that will use some of the existing parking lot near Pacific Hall. No timeline available right now, and this is from Scott Gustin. And really what this does is it takes and it extends the new convention center space kind of back and at an angle to the right away from the Dolphin. So you've got the Swan Reserve across the street. The Swan and Dolphin kind of have that little like half moon walkway between them. If you're walking straight into the Dolphin, the convention space is going to go back and to the right, and it's going to be pretty substantial. Now, one thing that we have seen is expansion of the Swan and Dolphin hosting like their food and wine weekend. That has kind of taken off the last few years, and that's something that they've really put a lot of effort into as the parks have rebounded from COVID, as an experience kind of adjacent to the parks. And I think that's what the Swan and Dolphin have really become good at, is these park adjacent experiences, with having good restaurants there, having Disney hotels that aren't necessarily Disney hotels. If you've been there, you know what I mean. They are Marriott brand hotels, so you can use your Marriott points there. Your Bonvoy points, I guess they're called now. But they're getting some more convention space. And what that's going to mean is you're going to see a little bit more of that business traffic, a little bit more of convention traffic, whether it's cheer competitions or choir competitions or whatever they're going to use that space for. You're going to see a little bit more of it with the expansion of some of that with the expansion of that convention space. So Lightning Lane premiere, this has been kind of a hot button topic the last few weeks as we've kind of ramped into it actually being available at the parks. Disney World is going to be getting Lightning Lane premiere here. They got it last week. So Lightning Lane premiere is where you will get the opportunity to ride every ride that has a Lightning Lane once per day, and this includes the multi-pass, so your individual Lightning Lanes and all that kind of stuff as well. So your Trons, your Seven Doors Mine Train, all that kind of stuff, you get one ride per Premier Pass. So this is a per person thing as well. So for the Magic Kingdom, it is going to be $329 per guest. Okay, let's put this in perspective. I've got a family of four. It's going to cost me $1,300, in excess of $1,300 to do Premier Pass for one day at Magic Kingdom for my family. Epcot, it's going to be $169 per guest per day. Hollywood Studios, $269 per day. And Animal Kingdom will be $129 per day. I still don't know what to think about this. Mainly because this was something that Paris offered. Now, it was 189 euros, I want to say, for both parks for one day. Because everything was a park hopper there. You didn't have a choice but to get a park hopper there. So it was 189 euros per person per day. To see Magic Kingdom there at $329 for a day per person is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So that's kind of out there. But like I said, $1,300. That is almost a season pass for one member of my family for one day of Premier Pass there. Ouch. But we'll see how it does. I know that financially there's been some projections that this could bring in $20 million a year. Upwards of $20 million a year. So, could be a big thing for the parks. Who knows? Could fizzle out. For $400 an hour. So let's put that into perspective. That would almost get you 4 hours of VIP tour for up to 10 people. So I think when you look at it that way, if I was to go down, say we go down with another family and there's 8 of us and we do a 10-hour VIP tour. So let's say we're going to spend $4,000 plus the tip and all that kind of stuff for a VIP tour over 8 people. We're talking about $500 per person to do a 10-hour VIP tour and do whatever we want whenever we want to do it. I don't know that the Premier Pass lasts if people understand the math there. So it'll be interesting to see. Again, I'm interested to see kind of how this hangs on, and especially as we get through the holidays and they start showing some of that surge pricing and that kind of stuff, that's going to get that Magic Kingdom up into like the $399, $429 per day per person. Yeah, that's absolutely outrageous. So, all right, let's talk a little Lorcana. I told you we weren't going to talk a little Lorcana, but I forgot they announced all of the details for the EU Championship. So we've got Continental Championships coming up. The European Championships are going to be December 6th through 8th. The American Championships are the weekend of January 10th, I believe, wherever that falls. So EU, Disneyland Paris. North Americans are going to be in Disneyland California. One thing that we were excited to see is there is going to be a last chance qualifier. What we weren't expecting was going to be the format of the last chance qualifier, and that is going to be on December 6th. And there's going to be 32 spots available. These are going to be €90 entries, €90 entries. There are going to be 1,024 seats available. This is going to be on the Friday. Okay? The structure is going to be a random draw 32 player 3-game match single elimination tournament. So there will be 32 pods of 32 players that will produce 32 winners of these last chance qualifier tickets. It's an outrageous format. There is the potential of very well-known players getting matched in the same pods, and only one of them getting a ticket. So, absolutely crazy. So I'm interested to see how this works. Players in each session will be randomly assigned to a 32-player pod. The format is core-constructed single elimination best of 3 matches. Each pod will award 1 slot to compete in the weekend's European Championship event, which runs Saturday and Sunday. If you're eliminated and you're still able to earn some exciting Disney Lorcana TCG prizes with free entry in either a core-constructed or pack rush side event, which will run while the rest of the last chance qualifier rounds finish. So that's kind of cool. So with your LCQ entry fee, if you get eliminated early, they're going to have side events that you can play in for free. You get 1 free entry. There are going to be spectator tickets. This is something else I was interested to see, because this is something that I'm kind of interested with North Americans and with Worlds down at Disney World, going down there just as a spectator. Am I good enough to play in one of these tournaments right now? No, not a chance. But would I like to go down and watch some of the guys that I know are good enough to play in these play? Yeah, I'd love to. So spectator tickets for the Europeans are going to be €50. So it's going to equate. It's probably going to be $40. It'll probably be $80 and $40 over here American to do it. Children under the age of 12 may enter the spectator event free of charge while accompanied by a ticketed adult. Goodie bag not included in the free child ticket. So you get a goodie bag. This is a bite-sized Lorcana TCG experience to be enjoyed as part of your day at the Disneyland Paris Resort. Now, the one thing I don't like about these spectator tickets is they are only good for 1 session, and there's 4 different sessions. So there's a 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. session. There's a 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. session. And then the same thing on Sunday as well. So that kind of stinks. Fun activities and goodie bag. Meet and greet with a special Disney character, Disney Lorcana game developers, Disney Lorcana card illustrator, and art director. 2 play vouchers for your choice of play events. A pack rush event. Cooperative game of a Lumineers Quest, core constructed event, a Disney Lorcana lanyard, Mickey Mouse True Friend promo card, which is, it might be the signature block card. This might be where they start handing those signature block cards out. That's going to be interesting to see. A discount voucher for the official Disney stores in Disneyland Paris Resort. Purchase of €50 or greater gets you a 20% discount. A Disney Lorcana Challenge pin, and the ability to purchase discounted park tickets while supplies last. There's going to be coverage, and then the location is going to be at the Newport Bay Club, which is kind of cool. So if you aren't familiar with Disneyland Paris, Newport Bay is kind of like in their boardwalk area. Let's call it that. So the 2 Disneyland Paris parks are really kind of right next to each other. You have Disneyland Paris that kind of goes out this way, and then Disney World Adventure Park goes out the other way, and the gates they're kind of like at an angle because you go through the entrance for the Disneyland Paris Hotel. That's the front gate for Disneyland Paris Park. And then over on the other side is the entrance to Disney Adventure World. And then you go through their downtown Disney district, which is their shopping and their dining and that kind of stuff. And you get to this little bank of 3 hotels. Now, you can walk to 5 hotels from this area, but you see 3. The first one's going to be the Marvel Hotel. And it's going to be the first one you come up to as you go around the left side of this lake that's in the middle. If you go to the right side of this lake, it is Newport Bay. So you're going to be within walking distance of the park at the event, which is going to be really cool. And I think that's going to be one of the cool things at all these events, because I do feel like the event at Disneyland California is probably going to be at the Anaheim Convention Center. It is literally right across the street from the parks. It is a 3-block walk if you walk all the way around to the front gate. And then at Disney World, if they don't put it in the Contemporary, I have no clue what they're doing, because it is a huge opportunity to use that space there. They've got all kinds of ballroom space, and it is within walking distance to the Magic Kingdom. So, again, if you want to tie it in and make sure that you are really, getting your bang for your buck from Disney, you're staying on site, you're walking distance to the parks, you're walking distance to the event. Yeah, you're going to pay a little bit extra, split it with a couple of people, you'll be perfectly fine. I mean, even at the Contemporary, if they do it at the Contemporary, stay in a garden wing room. It's probably going to run you about $650. Stay with 2 or 3 people, it's going to be $200 a night per person. And you're going to walk everywhere, unless you go to one of the other parks. So, European Championships, December 6th through 8th. Let's see. Do they have... I just want to confirm the dates on European Championships. DLC, Vegas. Toronto. Artist spotlights. I know they've got it somewhere. As soon as I see the North American, which I would imagine it'll be within the next month, you'll get all the details just like you got here for the European. We'll be all over the North American, because I'll actually have some local guys here that I'll be able to talk to before they go out. Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time fireworks to replace Happily Ever After during busy Christmas week at Magic Kingdom. Christmas to New Year's, by far the busiest time you can ever go to the parks. It is what it is. It's cool that they're going to do this every night at the parks between Christmas and New Year's, it sounds like. Yeah. December 21st through 29th, Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time fireworks replaces Happily Ever After. Awesome. Good job, Disney. I like that. Every other night leading up to the 21st, you can only see it on show nights, which is great. On the December 30th and December 30th through January 1st, or December 30th and December 31st, you get the New Year's fireworks. So, if you're going to go down there at that time, you can definitely see 2 of the 3 shows while you're down there. Unless you're going to stay for 10 days or stay until January 1st, and then you can see all three shows. You know, go down the 29th, leave the 3rd, see all three shows. Awesome. Construction complete for Grand Floridian Gingerbread House. Every year, Disney constructs a true gingerbread house inside the Grand Floridian that is basically, it's a candy shop. It is what it ends up being. They sell gingerbread, they sell all kinds of sweet treats. Some years they'll even have like hot cocoa and tea and that kind of stuff there. It's really cool. It's something to check out if you're down at the parks for the holidays. You know, not only do you get the icon trees at some of your bigger resorts, you also get cool things like this. Definitely go check it out. It's really stupid cool. It smells amazing. It's really made in the Disney bakery and assembled as a true gingerbread house. It's really cool. Check it out. I want to say that they were doing one at the Contemporary this year too, which was kind of new and exciting as well. I had seen it. Let me see if I can find it. I think Scott posted Magic Key. If you're wanting to be a Magic Key holder over at Disney Land, they were doing that today, and that's pretty cool. Disneyland Resort has shared the handmade candy cane distribution schedule from November 29th to December 25th. If you want to check that out, you can go to Candy Palace and Candy Kitchen and check that out. New popcorn buckets. Every year you get popcorn buckets. Mickey Mouse, Sully and Mike, and then a gingerbread house this year are what you're going to be getting on the popcorn bucket side. Sam's Club memberships, $200 Disney gift card for $180, so 10% off. Disney or Epcot International Festival of the Holidays starts November 29th, and Disney shared plans for Communicore Hall that includes an 8-foot tall gingerbread spaceship Earth display and 2 new holiday kitchens. So they're actually using that big open building for something. Forest of twinkling trees called Glittering Globe, and just outside Communicore Plaza will be snowflake decorating and performances of Joyful, a celebration of the season. Woohoo. Tiana's Bayou Adventure at Disneyland Park will use a virtual queue when it opens on November 15th. Kinda no surprise there. A standby queue will not be offered during the attraction's initial opening days. Virtual queue enrollment times will be twice daily, 7 a.m. and 12 p.m. Pacific time. Attraction will have a lightning lane option if you purchase the multi-pass. Satuli Canteen brought back breakfast. So if you're at Animal Kingdom and you make the mistake and not eat at Tusker House, you have another option to eat breakfast there. But if you're at Animal Kingdom, you're eating at Tusker House, so it's not even a question. Obviously, Scott did not have it. Let's see if Mickey Blog did. Mickey Blog is talking about some changes to Hall of Presidents. We get it every 4 years, whether there's a new president or not. You know, there is going to be some adjustment made to Hall of Presidents. It will go down for a few weeks. With Donald Trump being elected again, not re-elected, because there was a 4-year gap. They already have his animatronic in there. They're just going to have to change the timing, and maybe he will record a new statement for the show. We'll see how that goes. I saw the idea a long time ago about the possibility of them doing it as the Muppets. I think that would be really cool. Or in addition, of the Muppets to that, since it sounds like Muppets 3D might be going away. Surprise, Frozen Holiday Surprise to debut at Magic Kingdom for the 2024 holiday season. So stage show, castle stage show. We've got detailed look at the all new Dinoland USA Santa meet and greet. It's going to be the last year for Dinoland USA as far as Christmas is concerned. They're getting a Santa meet and greet, and it's going to have all kinds of cool kind of Easter eggs throughout the meet and greet area. So be sure you're looking around as you do that meet and greet. There is another hurricane in the Gulf. It is not going to affect Disney this time. Raphael is kind of going to meander over closer to Texas this weekend. And then, like I said, Reflections Hotel construction goes vertical at Fort Wilderness. Reflections, a lakeside lodge, new DVC property that's going to be open. At this point, the way construction is going, 2030 is my estimate for that one. Let's give it 6 years. So, but yeah, no. I said there wasn't a lot of news. There ended up being a lot more than I was willing to talk about. There it is. Secretive installation underway at Cinderella Castle. Dreamlights inspired gingerbread house at Disney Contemporary Resort. Ta-da. So, a gingerbread Cinderella Castle with the Dreamlights is going to be at the Contemporary Resort. As of Monday, it had not opened yet. So, as soon as that gets open, we'll tell you guys about it. It'll probably be sometime next week. So, next Tuesday, you will hear about what's going on. So, awesome. Well, thank you guys all for watching tonight. Half hour. Pretty cool. A lot more news than I thought there would be. Superior Promoter, thanks for checking us out. Hitting that follow button over on Twitch. If you like us over on Twitch, definitely, if you have Twitch, go over there, check us out. Not only do we do our live shows as a simulcast over there and on YouTube, sometimes we'll just jump over onto Twitch to play Lorcana, or if we have some of our friends over, we'll play it here and broadcast it live and talk to people as we're playing. So, no, we always have a lot of fun with it, so definitely check us out over there. It is Matt_DPI on the Twitch side. So, thank you guys all for watching. Enjoy your week. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will talk to you next Tuesday. Bye now. No guests tonight, but we had a lot more news than I had initially anticipated, so we had a lot to talk about. If you do have any questions about anything that we did say, let us know in the chat. Social media, you can find us in a lot of different places. Over on Facebook, it's going to be the easiest at DPI Podcast on Facebook for the show page, at PATM Disney Travel for the travel side. Over on Instagram, X, we are at Disney Insights. We also have the YouTube page, Twitch, Instagram, lots of different things. Check us out. Thank you guys for everything that you do for the channel, watching, liking, sharing, subscribing, following.